Hello everyone, and welcome
with
to
another
today's video. We have a Tesla Model 3 long range today. I was quickly test driving out. This one is a long range, non-performance model, and it's in this nice white color. And of course, this is the newest Model 3. We have full self-driving beta on this one, the new interior and everything. And I love the new blacked out trim that Tesla is doing as well. So I think this car looks great. I've always liked the Model 3. So, I mean, what is there to really talk about here? I kind of want to take you guys more on a test drive more than anything to kind of show you guys the interior and stuff and kind of my first impressions on the Tesla. I've always liked the shape of this, and a big thing people talk about is the build quality on Teslas, and I haven't found a single problem with this one. You know, everyone's like, oh, it's not built right, it's not yada, yada, yada. I've been touching all the panels, filling everything up, and it feels really, really good to me. I don't know if that's just this one that's built well, or I don't know if they're changing the build quality stuff, but enough with the complaining, guys. This is a great car. I think it's a good purchase, and the driving experience personally has already blown me away. So I think we should hop right into this already. You know, there's a Model Y. This is an all-new Model Y dual motor long range in this beautiful Tesla red as well too. So let's go take a little look on it on the exterior. Pop open the door real quick. And we just took a look at the Model 3 recently, and I really like the Model Y so far. This is my first ride in a Model Y, and it looks really nice in this red color. It has the newer wheel style that Tesla's offering. Of course, dual motor, the long range battery pack. I can get like a 326 miles max around in this one, which is pretty nice. Now, compared to the Model 3 that we drove, I was like a month ago at this point, I think this drives a little bit different, and you definitely sit higher off the ground, and the steering's almost the same, but it's not as nimble and not as sporty, of course, as the Model 3. But this one definitely offers a lot more space in that department, because I think that's what people are really buying the Model Y for. Of course, the looks are still subjective. Some people hate it completely. I think it looks kind of funky and cool. Definitely different. I don't really see these too much in a red, actually, and it's kind of pleasant to see one in red for once. I think it looks really nice. But yeah, I want to just take you guys on a quick tour of the Model Y, because I know these are super, super hot right now. They're getting delivered in Europe real quick. And here's just a quick look at the back end. Of course, dual motor. And the big thing with the Model Y is that the massive amount of trunk space, right? And with that hatchback style rear end, loads more space than almost in the Model Y. And you can actually get these with 2 seats back here if you want to option that. I don't know how well that you can really fit people back here at all, because it's really tight, but look at how much space you have back here. This is crazy. And this still has the dual motors, you know, in it. That's insane. You have a lot of storage back here. And, you know, a lot of people talk with Tesla. This one's at $58,000. This one, a lot of people talk about quality. The plastics, everything's very solid on the interior. This is a brand new Model Y with a refreshed interior. You have like a leather strap right here. Even just looking at panel alignments, everything looks pretty good. Shut it up, press this button right here, and it will close right up for us. Let's hop into this Tesla Model 3. Of course, we're in the long range. I have the key card here to kind of open it up and stuff. You guys can see that on the camera. So you just tap it there to unlock it or lock it. So I just locked it right now. Mirrors are going to fold in. Unlocking it. Tap the key card there. And of course, you can use this with your phone as well. To open the Model 3 doors, you put your finger in and pull open. And of course, they open really nice. First, let's go check out the back seats. Gonna open the doors. Windows pop down because they're frameless. And this is actually in my driving position right now. Oops, I think I bumped you guys there. So it's a little tight. I've moved it back a little bit just so the camera will fit a little bit. I'll move over to this side so it makes a little bit more sense. This is more of like a normal seating position. I have pretty good leg room. The floor is nice and flat, of course, since the battery's on the floor. You can stick your legs out like this. This is the new interior, so the quality is so nice in here. I don't know what people are complaining about. You know, there's no panel gaps. If you're looking at the door panel up close, all the panels line up really nice. It's nice, like an Alcantara material, stitched leather. Everything feels really solid. You know, nothing's like shaking and stuff. Center console, we have air vents. I think these are USB-C ports down there. Console test, solid. Seat test, solid. Panels on the side, solid. I can't really find anything too wrong. Of course, up here we have the beautiful glass roof. This center bar here with some lights, and of course the glass piece up there as well. Space is not bad. Headroom's not bad because the glass roof kind of increases your headroom. And of course, we have the beautiful front end of this interior. This is my first time again being in a Tesla personally and alone, and I'm in love with it. I actually really like this interior. I love the feeling of it. I love the spaciousness. I really like the screen. A lot of people hate that there's no screen there, but I kind of like it. Maybe that's just me. But yeah, anyway, enough with the going on. To open the doors, you grab this panel, again, really nice, stitched in leather, press the door, and you can open the door like this. Hop out. Let's go over to the front and take this little puppy for a drive. Nice Model 3 panel right there. Cool. Let's hop right in. Ah, sweet. So I'm just gonna put this card right in the center console here. Now, of course, this is the updated Model 3 interior. So they did a lot of stuff that owners kind of really wanted on their Model 3s. So that includes built-in wireless charging now with this nice Alcantara pad. This whole center console is much nicer now with the stitching. They got rid of the glossy black, so now there's a matte plastic centerpiece, which can open. There's a huge storage compartment down here. My sunglasses, for example, all the way down there. Really nice. And again, everything feels super solid. Nothing wiggles. It feels very built well. There's some nice stitching on the side. Center console opens up, more stitching. I like the wood trim going across the dashboard. Again, if you look close, see all the panels line up and everything. Oh, shocking. It's a Tesla, right? So yeah, enough of that nonsense. And of course, up here we have our little folding mirror thing. This is a magnet, I believe. Yeah, it's a little magnet. It's kind of like an old iPad smart cover. We can do that. And I really love the shape of this steering wheel. I've been driving this a little bit already. I love the shape of the steering wheel. It's just perfect in the hands. I love the feeling of it. And again, of course, there is no screen here. Of course, you only have this screen, but I kind of like it. I don't know why. It just works in this car. I think the application of it in the Model 3 is just perfect. Now, as soon as I put my foot on the brake, if you guys know Teslas, it will start up. You're basically in drive. And to actually put it in drive, you put it down the stalk right here. So you have drive, reverse, neutral, and of course, double tap down to get into autopilot. Up here, you have your windshield wipers and your turn signals right there. I'm in drive right now. Put in the park, you just press the park button. If you guys don't know Teslas, and it goes also that. Screen does everything like we all know. Quick stuff, of course, you have your navigation here, your music controls. There is voice control functions right here. I'm just turn that off real quick. I love the screen. It's quick, very responsive. If you want to adjust your air vents, this is one of my favorite features still. You can kind of move the air vents around with this giant singular panel on the dashboard. Love that. I think it's super cool. Of course, on the passenger side as well. Turn that down a little bit because I don't want to deafen everyone. I just turned the radio off right now so we don't get any copyright music. Of course, you have your sentry mode and cameras. So you can see all your cameras around the vehicle. Super high res. I love that you can keep them up while you're driving as well, which is a really cool feature. This one, again, long range, so we have 347 miles of range. That's pretty high, I think. Do a little bit of performance driving, and that will go down a little bit. Again, this isn't the performance model. This is just the regular long range Model 3. More stuff right here. You can see your energy consumption and settings and things. Really nice stuff, of course. And if everyone's seen it, there's a toy box, the boom box, the farting stuff, and all that stuff if you want to play with that. But we're being a little bit serious here today. Driving controls. So I love that you can kind of control the mirrors and the steering wheel with the steering wheel buttons itself. So if once you move these dials up and down, you can move the steering wheel up and down. Do your mirrors same way. You just tap the mirror and you can adjust the mirrors with this little scroll wheel. I think that's really cool. Very well implemented. You can fold the mirrors like this, lock the mirrors, change the display brightness and whatnot. 90% is fine. Exterior lighting, of course, your light controls, lock controls, display controls. Here's a night mode of the display. Oh, sorry, that was day. I'm silly. Night mode blackens it out, or you can just leave it in auto. Driving, so we have chill, sport, chill and standard. Comfort, standard, sport for steering. Stopping mode, you can have it on creep, roll, and hold. Creeping is more like a regular gas car. All that stuff. Navigation controls, safety, security controls, all that stuff. And then of course we have autopilot. This one has a full self-driving beta preview, which is really nice. Set speed limit. You know, all this cool stuff right here for collision warning, yada, yada, yada. We'll get into it real quick. 3, but of course, you do have a little bit of a different height going on up there. So coming back to Model Y, so this one has the white interior. And of course, since it's the newer ones, we have that laminated glass. You can definitely hear the change of sound from me talking outside compared to the inside. There is a little bit of a difference. The seats do recline a little bit. You can do that right there. There's like an electronic latch. I I like the white leather. It's really nice. And I've seen over time people get a little bit dirty, but they're able to clean it pretty well with like a damp cloth or a little bit of a leather care material, which is nice. I believe it is a vegan leather option. It's not actually real leather, which is good for those people who are looking for something like that. Door panels, really nice. The panel fitment's good. I know people like to complain about that. Looks perfectly fine to me. I've seen it a lot worse in a lot of other cars. Of course, you have that white leather material on the door panels, stitched black leather type material on the side, window switches over here, and of course to open the doors you press these little buttons. And I don't believe there's an emergency latch in the back, but I know there is in the front, so if something does happen, I think you kind of have to rely on the front passengers for that. Same thing going on this side. Everything very solid. No panels creaking. Outside panels all pretty good. Alignment's all really nice. I know people like to complain about that, so that's the reason why I'm talking about it. Back here we have a great amount of legroom, really, really nice. And I love the flat floor back here because you're able to just kind of slide across. You can easily fit 3 people back here, no problem. We have some leather pouches on the back of the seats. Now sitting in the center, we have these 2 air vents back here, 2 USB, I think C ports they look like to me right there, which is nice. Again, center console, really solid. Plastics don't feel cheap. Even these feel really nice and tight, really well damped and everything, really cool. And again, another pouch on this side, which is nice. Speakers, which is cool as well. Of course, we have a kind of like a white headliner material. And of course, Tesla's massive panoramic roof, which offers a great amount of headroom, which I love. Let me just do a little headroom test. I'll sit back in the seat. Holy jeez. Look how much headroom I have in between my 2 fingers. That's, I think, one of the most amounts of headroom I've had in a test car I've done so far. That's crazy. And you can just see right into the trunk over there. It's kind of felt lined on some pieces. Got your 2 more speakers back there. Really nice. It feels very premium in here to me, which I really like. I see comments like, oh, it's plasticky, oh, it's gross. And I've been in other cars. I test BMWs, Audis, and all these different vehicles, and this feels pretty decent to me. Even the door sounds pretty solid when putting it nice and shut. And I do like on the updated Model Ys that they kind of blacked out all the trim on the exterior. I think it looks really cool to me. I do like the black door handles. I do like the black kind of camera lenses they've done on the side with the turn indicator integrated into it, which is really nice. And of course, the blacked out roof is because it's glass, which is really nice. Awesome stuff. Hopping on the front end, again with the door handles, you just pop it open like this. Same treatment going on in the front end, just like in the rear end with all your switches and door handle opening. This is just a little dirt on there. I guess someone got a little bit dirty. Even the black side sill plates, which feel really nice as well. Let's hop right inside. Cool. It's hot today, so nice to turn the AC on in a sec. Like I said before, it's nice and quiet and sound in here. Everything sounds like really solid. And since it is the updated Model Y, we do have the new wireless charging mats built in with like this felt line kind of bolster material, which is really nice. The leather stitching going across the center console, and look, really solid, pressing on all the things, no creaking. You have this huge centerpiece down here to store stuff, felt lined, really nice. Again, really solid. I think this is actual like metal going on here. It feels cold to the touch to me. Center console over here, more felt line space. This huge amount of space in here, which is really, really nice. It's also damped, which feels really nice when opening and closing. It's just not like a loose hinge, which I think is really cool. Again, the leather and stitching going on here, which continues all the way to the back, which just looks super premium to me. 2 cup holders right there, which is also really nice. And again, quality on here is good. This is an emergency door latch right here, I'm pretty sure, but you usually don't want to do that. It could damage the window trim, so that's why you don't really want to do that. Only in emergency situations. Normally, you just press this button right here to open the doors. Your 4 window switches, really nice. Really how solid that is. Plastics don't feel cheap. Panels fit nice. Everything's really solid on there too. Even the dash panel, people have seen like flip these things up or something. I don't even know what they're doing. Really solid. This is a soft touch material over here. Since we have the white one, we do have this kind of white trim going across the dashboard. Really solid right there. I think it's pretty cool. If you get the black interior, I think you can get like a wood finish, open pore wood. Of course, this entire bar across the dashboard is your air vents controls, and to do that, you open it here, and you can kind of split the streams going across and change the direction of the airflow, which I love. It's such a cool feature. And that's how you control your AC pretty much. Really love that a lot. You have some speaker grills in the sides of the doors, and as well as I think down here as well, which is nice. Just pop my seatbelt on. And these seats are really comfortable, actually. These are the white leather seats. Again, to clean them, you can probably just take a rag. I've seen people just take rags and just wipe off any like jeans that might leave a little stain or something. And they kind of last pretty long, which seems to be really nice. But if you do want that more cleaner look more of the time, you can get the full black leather seats as well. Nothing's really going to change there. I do like these seats. They're pretty supportive, full power, of course. I believe these are heated, no cooled seats. And yeah, that's pretty much it with them. And again, you do sit higher than you would in like a Model 3, so that is one difference if you were looking for something like that. I do still love Tesla's way of changing the steering wheel tilt and telescoping and the mirrors. And to do that, you just go into the car button and you change the mirrors. You can go left and right and just do it with the scroll wheel on the steering wheel. Even to change the steering wheel going in and out for the tilt telescoping, you do it on the steering wheel. This is still my favorite feature. It's so cool. I know, yeah, people want buttons to do stuff, but it's just a cool little feature. And once you're in the car, you have your key card here, or if you have, let's say you have a actual Tesla, it's your Tesla and you have the app, you can just hop in, put your foot on the brake, and the car is basically on at that point. As you can see, it's kind of just starts right up, does all its little checks. You can go back to the home panel and there's all your stuff right there. To change your directions, basically, of reverse, neutral, drive, autopilot, and then park on this stalk here. Of course, your windshield wipers, and lights and indicators are on this one, as you can see right there, which is really cool. Steering wheel, leather wrapped. I love Tesla steering wheel. They feel really solid in the hands, really nice size. I always love the diameter of the steering wheels as well. Again, quality pretty good. Everything feels really nice and solid. No yoke. I know people are complaining about the yoke on the new Model S and Model X that are coming out. This one's a regular steering wheel, so you do get that offering here. I do kind of like these frameless style rear mirrors as well, really nice. And up here we have our visors, and you have the little like a smart cover style magnetic cover on there with LED lights built into it, which is really nice.